Nestled between Tony Gwynn Drive and Trevor Hoffman Way, this is Petco Park. The start of the weekend is upon us. It's Friday evening baseball on the show. The Atlanta Braves and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. And towing the slab in this one, Dylan Cease. What's the word on him?
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year. A sub 350 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub twos. They're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year. Opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve.
Nope.
But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
The 1-0. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Next one in the dirt. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off with 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's Profar down. Late on that fastball.
0-1's the count.
A little bit high maybe. And 1-1. 1 out, bases empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that's outside. And that one moves his feet. Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Swings and misses. And that's strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Inside, ball 1.
Man at first, 1 away. Ground ball left side, and it kicks off the bag. Throw into third, not in time. He's safe.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
2 on, 1 out, and the batter now, Matt Olson. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Squeezes it. Runner tagging from third. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
So here's Riley now. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
No ball,
all you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Next one misses, and the count 1-2. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4. Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Braves 1 and the Padres nothing. And we're back. And towing the slab here, Spencer Strider. How about a report on him, Chris?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Jackson Merrill, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Merrill matched a homer in his last game. And the slider just misses.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Sneaks through, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And here is Xander Bogaerts. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
0-1.
Merrill gets his lead at first with nobody out. Grounder might be 2. He's in there.
He's good.
First and second, no outs. Luis Ariz stands in.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. No outs, runners at first and second. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2 is the count.
Move to second. Merrill back on a dive. Strider deals. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3. But it's not in time, and they just get one.
The right fielder,
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here.
This at bat might not seem like a huge deal right now, but baseball is a game of moments, and what happens here could change everything.
0-1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Curveball drops in there.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Tying run in scoring position here in the second game of the series. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Outside low. 1-2 to count.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That one off the mark. 2-2.
You know, we used to say, if you're scared, get a dog. Throw the fastball, man.
If you're scared,
get a dog, man. Just get a dog.
2-2 on the way. Ground ball could be 2. Over to Arcia. That's 1. Got him. The double play cuts down the potential tying run.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
Back here in San Diego, all set for the start of the inning. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II. Cease back to work. Ground ball to the right side. And foul ball.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark, you're a little late, opposite field now.
Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But, yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Swing and a foul straight back. Cease. Certainly has electric stuff. Considered by many to be a strikeout pitcher. He might not be at the top level in that category, but strikeout's a big part of his game. In the air to left center. Bogarts sizes this one up, and there's 2 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Here's Sean Murphy.
And he doesn't beat himself. I mean, he's going to throw strikes. He's not going to issue many free passes, and he's going to keep the ball in the ballpark.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
So when you look at that, he's not completely preventing hitters from hitting home runs, but he's so consistent that you look up. By the time he gives the ball over, it's the 6th or 7th inning, and there's 1 or 2 runs on the board at most.
And that skips into the dirt. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Diaz on to first. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. After an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Back here at Petco Park. And now, Manny Machado.
You know, Boog, Petco Park seems to be transforming into Machado's castle. I mean, nobody's hit more home runs in this ballpark. And Machado passed Adrian Gonzalez for the top spot on the list in 2023.
To the right side, Olsen handles the chance. Steps on first for the out.
Batting sixth, the catcher, Elias Diaz.
And now it's Elias Diaz. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. First pitch misses.
Strider's a guy known for his velocity. He can bring it, but that wasn't always the case. Coming back from an injury in college, Strider was throwing 94 to 96 miles per hour, Boog, when the Braves drafted him. Now he lights up the radar gun with triple-digit speeds.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The line to kick the pitch. Base knock, center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
1 down. Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Hitless yesterday as they only pushed across 1 run. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 gone. Here's Jason Hayward.
Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Jason Hayward.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
First and second, 2 outs. Joe, the next to hit. And fouled off. And that misses. Ball 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And he takes one right on the black. It's 2-2. 2 outs. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Padres leave a pair. They're down 1-0. On to the third inning, and now it's going to be Orlando Arcia. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one high in the air to left center. And there's one away. So the lineup flips over. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time.
So, Boog, here's an interesting fact about Acuna. He has the most home runs at Truist Park. He passed Freddie Freeman for the top spot in 2023, and I think he might hold that record for a while.
Here's your 1. Just missed.
That pitch is out.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Not close with that one. And that's ball 2. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Outside low. And that's ball 3. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Now batting, Jurickson Profar. Profar measures 6 feet even, 32 years old, and he's a native of Curacao. Swings through that one for strike 1.
There it was, a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Profar gets a piece there. Swings and misses, struck him out.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Now a chance for Marcell Ozuna. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Safe at second with a stolen base.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Next pitch is outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Late with the swing there.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
And a curve misses outside. Now 3-1. Matt Olson next to bat for the Braves. Man on second, 2 down. That one finds the corner. And it's 3-2.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Cut out and missed, struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Braves 1 and the Padres nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. That one is hammered right field. That's back. And that one hops the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. Reached on an infield single his first time. Moved to second. Merrill dives back in safely.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
That's in there. That's strike 1. On the ground to third. Riley fires to first. Bogaerts retired.
The first baseman, number 4, Luis.
Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Arias. He's 0 for 1. Strider checks the runner. Merrill back in on a dive. Right through there for a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
That one the other way. Arcia in plenty of time to first. That's it out.
Now batting, right fielder, Fernando Tatis.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And that's down and away. Merrill on at second with 2 down. Popped up. Albies brings it in. That is the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. On to inning number 4. It's the Braves 1 and the Padres nothing. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Matt Olson. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
You know, these Braves doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday, another one right there. They clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Here comes Austin Riley. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
2 down, bases empty. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. Hard ground ball, base knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Runner takes off. Strike in there. Throw.
He's in there. He's
Save.
safe.
Runner at second. 2 down. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Going back. Grabs it on the run. And that is that.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
Bottom of the 4th, here's Manny Machado.
Third baseman, Manny Machado.
That one finds the zone. 0-1.
You know, these Padres, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
On the ground to third, Riley. Sends it across to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Elias Diaz, and he's already singled in this game. That clips a corner. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Right side. Albies gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the second baseman.
And now Jake Cronenworth struck out swinging his first time. Clips the corner, and that is strike one. And there's a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Right side, hard hit. Handles, throws to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Nothing doing there for the Friars. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Cease back to work. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Ball, that's upstairs.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Whip number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Orlando Arcia. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that is out of play. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And Freddie Ferguson says he went around. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
So the batting order turns over. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. He is struck out, and he is walked. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. 0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Slides for the stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. So they make short work of him there. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Braves 1 and the Padres nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Jason Hayward.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Grounds 1 to short. Arcia slings it across, 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Joe.
And now here is Connor Joe. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. On the corner for a strike.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
0-2.
On the ground, Albies. The throw to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. Next for the Padres, Jackson Merrill. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Xander to the plate now. He played in the Seoul Series to open the 2024 season.
Such a cool experience for both teams, Boog. For Bogaerts, it was the 5th country he's played in since joining Major League Baseball. He had the chance to play in the London Series with the Red Sox in 2019 and in the Mexico City Series with the Padres in 2023.
Oh, 1 down. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And yes, he did. He went around. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here in San Diego, and now Jurickson Profar. Lined, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, the designated
Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. 1 for 2. Swings through that one. 0-1. Ozuna, multi-time All-Star, 34-year-old vet, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And that one gets past the catcher. Profar into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up in the scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And a swing and a miss there.
It looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he keeps putting up the K's. That's number 11.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Now pitching for
Adrian Morejon taking over on the mound.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
Ball one
One ball,
there.
one strike.
They tried to
Ball
get him
two.
to chase on a slider down
You
and
got 2
away.
balls, 1 strike.
That one misses. 3-1 now.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Man at second. Swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended,
3-2.
tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swings and misses. Ugly cut on the slider for strike 3.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Here comes Austin Riley, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's just foul. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it. Action in the pen down there. Ron Marinaccio preparing to come on if needed. Matsui also getting ready. Look out.
Perfect.
And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And next for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. Late swing, foul to the left. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
And ball 1.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the
ball, 2
pitch
strikes,
inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Got him swinging. That's out number 3.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Bottom of the inning, and here's the first baseman, Luis Arias. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-0.
Home plate
Ball one,
umpires
no
trying
strike.
to tighten things up a little bit.
And that's in for a strike. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Pitch misses there. The count now 2-2. On the ground, right side. Albies. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Now batting, the right fielder, Fernando Tatis.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors.
That's a ball.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Yeah, and
1-0.
beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
Yeah, now 2 balls and a strike. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the sixth. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing at a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
One gone, runner at first. Manny Machado, the next up for the Padres. He's grounded out a couple of times. Here goes the runner. Ball misses.
That's just out.
Throw. Save. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Tatis, the runner at second with 1 away.
That's ball 2.
In the dirt. And the runner holds. Move to second. Tatis dives back in. Clips the corner, and it's 2-1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
Elias Diaz in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. That one's in there. Now 3-2.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
Check swing, appeal to first. Yes, he did. Down he goes on strikes. Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Elias Diaz. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, but not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
And that's off the outside edge. Ball 1. And that one clips the corner.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Two outs. Just missed. ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Here comes Tatis around third. He scores to tie it up. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
2 outs, runner on first. So digging in now for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. 0 for 2 in this one. Yeah, that's fouled off. Fouled off left side.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Murphy fires to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. All even now at 1-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Robert Suarez. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season.
Robert.
Now, Ozzie Albies.
The second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
That one fouled off.
You know, these Braves finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
And a foul ball.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his own right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. That's a laser base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Everything came together for him. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Go-ahead run on base. Now it's the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. First offering, and it just misses. That one almost got him.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
And he pops up the bunt. And there's 2 away. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. He was late there, strike 1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. Inside, and that's ball 1. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 3rd out. 1 hit, 1 left. Seventh inning stretch time. All tied 1-1. Back here at Petco Park. Now here is Jason Hayward. Well, he's back out there to begin the seventh. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was
new pitcher on here, Aaron Bummer.
bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Just off the inside edge.
You know, these Padres, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level.
That's off the
They've
plate.
got 7 hits at 90+ miles per hour exit velocity, so you got to look alive out there.
To third, Riley. Throws to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh.
Number 24, Connor Joe.
And now Connor Joe has grounded out a couple of times.
Inside, ball 1.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. That's hard hit on the line. He's there. He's got it. 2 away.
Great swing of the bat right there, trying to get on as that go-ahead run. He just wasn't able to find a hole.
Stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. 3 for 3s, doubled twice and single. That's in there. 0-1.
Well, sometimes as a left-handed hitter, you know you're going to see at least 1 or 2 breaking balls in the at-bat, so why not go up there ready to hit that first one? Just couldn't barrel that one up.
And there's a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now Xander Bogaerts gets a chance to hit. 1 for 3. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Foul ball there. Two outs. And a knee-high strike to Xander Bogaerts. The 1-2. High fly ball out to left field. Profar has a beat on it. He's got it. And that is that. 1 left for San Diego. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jeremiah Estrada.
Now pitching for the Padres, number 56, Jeremiah Estrada.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Jurickson Profar.
your team. Football.
And the first
Ball
pitch
one, no
misses
strike.
for ball one. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Jason Adam getting loose out there. Matsui also throwing. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a miss. 98 on the gun.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Splitter in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out.
Look, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
And now it's the Braves DH, Marcell Ozuna. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1.
Just
plate, ball
missed. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Here's Matt Olson down. Infield shifted to the pull side. That catches the corner.
0-1's the count.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Merrill should have this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Luis Arias. Bummer back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Bummer deals. That's down and in.
Ball 2.
And that one cutting but missing down low. Fernando Tatis Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
No outs, runner at first. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Fernando Tatis Jr. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. So they turn to Craig Kimbrell.
Now pitching for Atlanta, number 46, Craig Kimbrell.
Slap the other way, foul.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
That one misses, and the count even 1-1. Ripped into center, base hit. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
Manny Machado to the dish for a pivotal at bat. 0 for 3 in this one. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. Coming home. Here comes the throw. He's safe. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Elias Diaz. And that one in there at the knees for a strike. 0-1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Runners on the corners, no outs. That's off the inside corner, and the count is 1-1. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. And a touchdown for a hit. 1 run is in. Here comes Machado around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
And here is Jake Cronenworth. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Now on the bump, Dylan Lee.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
On the ground, right side. Throw on to Olsen. 1 gone at the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, G.O.A.T.
And next is the designated hitter, Jason Hayward.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1's the count.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Hayward down on strikes.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Joe
Nope.
in the box
Ball
here, lets that one go for a ball.
Counts 1-0.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And that is that. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. Last chance coming up here for the Braves. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jason Adam.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Here is Austin Riley. And he deals. Swing and a miss, strike one.
It's been tough for the offense so
0-1.
far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
That looked like a case of deciding to swing no matter what. That pitcher's way up. Nice job of the pitcher knowing that this hitter's looking for something up that he can drive, but he just expanded the zone to his advantage.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
And that one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the ninth.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Base hit, center field. So a man at first. Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. Swings through that one out in front that time. Adam, 33 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Next pitch is outside. And that's downstairs and outside. Harris, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 3. There's the swing and a miss.
Full count, 3-2.
Outside, and that is ball 4. And the Braves have the tying run in scoring position.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sean Murphy. He's built his reputation as one of the top framers in the sport. Out there to center, Merrill giving chase. He can't get there. It's a base hit. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with one out.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
So now pinch hitter for Atlanta, Jared Kellner.
Well, they're going with the lefty bat here, Boog, trying to improve that matchup for a very important at bat in this game.
Late with the swing there.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
So they're all loaded up. Outside low, and it's 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Ball that's outside.
And it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Swing and a foul out of play. 2 outs. Bases are full. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. He's got it. Ball game. The Padres even up this 4-game series in a game apiece.
Well, his first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him coming in the game and closing it out. He's off and running now.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.